Right, so quick look at the comp here. Atlanta running out with normal goats. Since the Moira is here, they expect Chengdu to run anything else but goats. Which is correct. So they're up against the Sombra Farah. This is quite common. You split the Farah with everyone else. Damage from behind, damage from front. Very hard to cover with shields. I want to see Aemon's engage here. See, I think... Yo, Down is there. How you doing, man? So I think because of the Hammond here, it's a lot easier for the Pharaoh to just get the rockets in, sure. So normally, well, normally you either win with spam early on, or you win with barrage once you get the barrage. I'm pretty good, man. I'm pretty good. Yes, so I'm way better today with than yesterday. Yesterday I realized I bought it out quite a lot, but that's I think that's what, because I had a migraine yesterday, or like remains of a migraine. So Jimmy kills Dogman, very far, very long range. I mean for the barrage, so much damage by the way on the backline here. So this is ideal. Like this is ideal for Aemon. So much damage. Goes from barely any ult charge to full ult charge. I was gonna put her on a bit higher speed. So yeah, now the friend switches to McCree here, mainly to deal with Hammond, Sombra, and also Farah. It's a lot harder to reach the team as Chengdu with the McCree. So yeah, what do you do here? Well, you just spam. Just spam. As Chengdu. Bomb used. Let's see. Used a lot of ults. Used Hammond, Eva, and Mercy. Mouse used Beat there for the bomb, I think. Let's see. Beat comes out for bomb, yeah. And Dogman hacked. So I think Chengdu, they're very good with the coordination here. Trying to catch off Dogman with a Billy bomb, since he can't fade. And then just blocking the path to escape with Hammond balls. See a very early domination for for Chengdu. Okpo dies. It was kind of unfortunate for Atlanta to play into Chengdu on Nepal here. Just because DPS is so strong on just Nepal, village and shrine when it comes to Farah. So Atlanta rolling in with the Fran on Tracer this time. It's a bit weird this comp. This is really weird. But I see. So here's the reasoning. So they start off with normal goats. They see the comp, start switching. So the Fran is gonna go for the Zen. Let me just switch color. Let's go with blue. So the Fran, he goes for Q. Then you have Dogman to stop. Let's see, Dogman stops Aemon. And he also stops the trance. What else? Yo, Andrew, how you doing, man? Then you have think Winston Diva, that's just fine. Pokpo, he's very comfortable on Winston. I don't think Erster should be on Brig here though. Because Brig doesn't do much. Unless they want the Brig to, unless they want the Brig to counter, or help counter the Hammond. Otherwise, I don't see any reason for keeping the Brig right now. Like, this is just very shallow look at the comp. Anyways, let's keep going. You've got new emotes as well. Yeah, that's the one where I do this, like aiming with Jonak. So Jin is spamming. You see, it's very hard to push out here. And Erster's getting kited. Erster can't do anything. But sure, maybe he can't... Right now he can't do anything, but it also stops everyone else from going in on Dogman. So let's see. Elsa sneaks... Oh. So Elsa sneaks by Pokpo. Then they will EMP, they can barrage, they can do whatever they want basically. What does the EMP hit? Masa? Only Masa, very interesting. Dogman dies though. Yo, Fairy Dust. So yeah, Dogman dies early on. Just want to see the positioning. So Erster starting off here. Masa here. Dako on point. Pokpo wants to go for the Zen, I think. Oh yeah, okay. Dogman was playing max range, okay, that's why. What I think they should have done is, well, let's see. They split for the EMP. I'm not sure what Atlanta could have done better, but Erster here. You see, this is where the weakness is with Brig in this comp, because you don't do enough healing to justify the Brig, I think, and it's very hard to keep the damage up, but also proc the healing. He's also not pocketing Dogman here. Obviously can't because of the mines, but he wasn't even in position to begin with. So there's rally. Eamon drops in, tries to get well, they try to focus him. Now this is a mistake, I think, on Atlanta's side. So they have bomb, Mercy ult, and also normally when Hammond goes in. Now, from what I've seen in the league, teams that just ignore Eamon, they end up with better fights. Because he just gets out, right? Now they spent so much time on just Eamon. Pokpo tries to boot people off, gets hacked. Now there's CMP. Erster going Tracer, Defran, McCree. I think this would have been so much better to begin with. Like if Erster just goes DPS instead of the Brig. Okay, let's see what happens in the fight here. So they're rolling out. It's very hard to see from Jinmu's perspective, but now Pogba dies. Sure. Masa dies. Dogman kills Uvital. Then Jinmu dead. Oh, okay, they couldn't touch point there, okay. Yeah, it's a big part of countering him. I agree, Post. Because that's what he's built for. Like, he's built to be a tracer that not a trace, but he's built to be distracting, and his shield plus his the buff he just got in the latest patch, or on PTR at least, it's gonna enable him to just distract even more, since he can shield during the ball form. Alright. This is interesting. Dogman on Ana, most likely because Dogman feels squishy on Zen. Comp looks crazy now. I think it's better than Goats though. You wonder how you're doing, man. I'm gonna do a patch rundown after this VOD. I didn't know the patch would go live right now. So versus Winston Goats here. Yeah, they're doing it this fine. They need someone on point though. So, I guess they expected a Pharah, so that's why Dogman is on Ana. Just more healing, more healing. I just came from watching Corey pop off on Soldier again. Nice, man. I'm glad more DPS can be played. In comp at least. Just imagine what stage 2 is gonna look like. So let's see, if just pokes going on, people trying to contest point, cap point, etc. The Frank kills Amon. There's EMP onto 4 out of 6. Barrage just melting. So Atlanta, they're playing this the way they should. So Pharah, she's located up here. Let's make a P. Pharah, she's located somewhere here. Now Atlanta, they're playing in the like a safe zone, right? This is where you're safe from the LOS. And here's where Chengdu are safe as well because of the LOS. So both teams are just playing for line of sight, good positioning. However, combo comes out, and that's also why Amon placed the bombs right here. Amon could have placed bombs on street, could have placed them somewhere else, but mainly on the corner, just because of LOS. I'm not sure if he planned it, or if it's, just intuition. You going Zen. Zen is fine just because of the long range. What do you think of Jinmu? Do you think he'll have the same success with the meta shift towards DPS? Well, I think so. There's nothing that says that he won't. He's still showing that he's good on DPS. So Daku uses bomb to remake Defran grabs. So they miss out on the Defran combo just because, grab combo. Let's see. How come Daku is... Daku splits away, okay. So he tries to kill Jinmu, I guess. Or Uvital. You can go for the kill here. The downside is... Yeah, now you don't have any ability to use your Diva Bomb. Not that it's super bad, but it's just less guaranteed kills, or chance of guaranteed kills. That doesn't make sense, but you know what you mean. So there's EMP bomb. Where's down the combo? We I forgot. Masa uses beat here to push. And you might as well use it, right? Because else is gonna get an EMP again. So there's where Eamon... okay. There was once where Eamon gets booped and mine's a bit weird, but... let's see what happens. They use trance to push here. That's totally fine. And I think it's fine to use trance here because... sure, the friend used Grav just now, and Dogman is on Ana, so there's only one defensive, which is Masa's. And with Masa's defensive, you just EMP that. Yeah, Q died there as well. Jinmo dies while barraging. Easy nade, I'd say. Late Young tried to Matrix that though. So now Yveltal switches to Lucio. They go Sombra, their version of Sombra Goats. Big EMP, kills the Fran. Yeah, that's a solid EMP. Looks like everyone wants to die in cart, just to reset and get another fight, if possible. So yeah, they get another fight. Let's see, Masa uses beat to engage, and also, not engage, but he uses beat, I think, primarily for Dako. So Dako doesn't die here. Where did the bomb explode? Oh, okay. Unfortunate bomb by Late Young here. Gets nothing. Dogman getting a ton of value from the long range heals. Not enough value though. Not that Dogman is the reason, but it's let's see. Q comes out with trance here as well, so you just don't have enough. Wait. Yeah, grab ends. Not enough damage in the grab either. Then there's the trance. I think Q didn't need to use trance there because they already had point. Very unnecessary because, yeah. He used it only to because he was about to die. Yeah, it's easy to miss it. So you know, if it's easy to miss it sometimes. Pick, do you also do team VOD reviews for subs? Yeah, but it's a 1-on-1. I'll take scrim VODs and stuff, but it's 1-on-1. So I'll still focus on you primarily. Let's see. Fight starts here. Wait. Okay, so cart went past the first corner. Second corner here. They need to take the fight. Pokboy's in the back. Just outside of range for EMP. And I think Pokpo wants to switch to Reinhardt anyways. So that's, yeah, why he uses Primal so early on. Also because he can kill. So there's the Reinhardt. Let's see, they pressure Aemon here. And very small but important detail. Pokpo, he blocks Aemon from falling back here. Just good positioning. They do the same with Jinmu. The friend dies, you know, that's whatever. He takes the attention. Because Chengdu lost the fight, even if the friend is dead. So now, Chengdu, they have 3 ults. No support ults on Atlanta. Well, Masa has beat soon. So now they're pushing corner. Hokpo getting focused. Used aggressively. And this is very bad. So, Late Young, he uses his grab. Dogman, he has used trance, and now they overlap trance and beat. The grab doesn't get anything either. So, I think now it is all just Dogman tunnel visioning, like tunnel focused. It happens, like, he probably just reacted to the sound of the grab. I didn't realize Masa used beat. Then the friend comes with their grab, uses trance. No way you have enough damage, right? Because you couldn't apply the discord since you were in trance. Then you have to turn your shield in order to block the bomb. Q snipes from behind. So I'm not sure what caused the overlap in ults there. Most likely just Dogman missing, or yeah. Anyways, they go for goats here. Goats versus goats. A-main drops down. Very standard. You want to drop down so you block the entry to point basically. Miscommunication. No, I don't think it's miscommunication because in teams you usually well, sometimes you do reactive beats, trances, etc. For example, Masa, he used his beat in order so Hokpo doesn't get pushed and dies. Now, Dogman, he used his trance just because it was a default trance situation, and the trance there into a grab, that's something you just put as a priority, you know, before. It's like a practice thing, muscle memory thing. He should have been aware of the beat, I think. Let's see. Also, the killers are there, so they have to back out. So I feel like this is a bit unnecessary from the friend's perspective. If they don't intend on focusing Amon and bursting the bubble here, he shouldn't be shooting on Amon, he should be shooting on something else, or just backing completely. Because now they give free charge to Late Young here. They're still gonna back out. And the last thing you want to do is, give 100 energy. Pivotal boops. Nice early trance there for the Shatter. What's the Urster doing? Okay, so Urster uses his bash defensively. Falls back. I think the call is to fall back here. But Dogman is being body blocked, so he can't go back in, I think. This is kind of weird because they could have taken much better positions, like by car down the street. So the friend ends up dying. Yeah, I think if they didn't fall back into main there, Chengdu wouldn't have been able to follow up there, because they still had trance up, so they could all just rotate without dying. Maybe they tried to bait them in so that Pokpo could pin. Or find something with a pin. Since he did a pin. Okay, so let's see. They're pushing straight ahead instead of going for Elsa. So there's the bomb from Dakot to just make sure Eamon can drop the shield. Stops him from shattering. And wait. Yeah, I noticed Masa used his trance here. And he probably... No, I mean Beat. He probably used Beat because he heard the Diva bomb. And assumed it was Elsa's. Because now you overlap support ults again. Without any... There's no condition for it, right? The condition for the grav, or for the trance to come out, it's if the grav is there. So grav is out, trance comes and cleans that up, negates it. Then, afterwards here, this is when you need the beat. So yeah, I agree, that's an F. That could have been, for example, Masa just reacting to the sound. Could also have been, for example, someone calling beat, I don't know. Usually Lucios handle their beats on their own. So they use bubbles aggressively. Elsa dies. Really good pick. Now this is the location I would want the friend, not the friend, I mean Atlanta to take in the first fight. When they pushed out. So, very good grab here. The Fran, he grabs on the corner, completely blocks out the contest. No one can contest. This is a big brain play. The biggest of the... I don't know what I was about to say, but... very large play. Aggressive trance there. I think aggressive trance is totally fine. Because Chengdu, now, how to say, you can farm up your grab for the friend because he just used it. And Chengdu, they don't look like they want to reset. And they can't really reset either. Elsa goes for the reset, but everyone else, not enough time to run, you know, to ledge. Since you'll still die, you'll still give ult charge. So they secure first and second corner. Very big. Now, if they win the next fight, they have capped the point. Here's a good beat. Beat was used early on just to survive the grab damage. Otherwise, usually you save the beat because of having trance up. So Masa dying, totally okay. Because if you can get some CC out, like grab, shatter, maybe even bomb, that's not CC though, then it doesn't matter if you lost your Lucio, break or whatever, because you can still clean up multiple kills in, you know, with the AoE damage and all. So yeah, as I mentioned, if they win the fight, they kept the point. Just how it works. Diva counter ults mostly so the enemy Rhine can't charge right. Counter ults. Not necessarily. Let's see. I missed if Elsa used the bomb there. Okay, so Elsa uses her bomb. The bomb there was because of the grab. So you see, bomb comes out. Actually, let's play this again. This is Chengdu with. Oh, you mean Atlanta's bomb? Okay. Anyways, I want to cover this. At Chengdu, they messed up a combo. I just noticed this. You know, sometimes because of doing this on stream, I try to go through it very you know, at a decent pace. So it's easy to miss on stuff sometimes, but here's one of the things that I missed. Grav is out, late on Gravs. Elsa wants to go for the bomb. Good timing. But Eamon, he's pinning already. Very early on the pin. So now, because of the early pin, they have enough time for the shield here. They would have still been able to block, even if Pogba was pinned there. Most likely. I think Masa still dies, but the friend has the bubbles. So yeah, Dako, he's gonna pin at the same time. Use his bomb at the same time. So Dako's bomb, that's just so that they can't follow up. Well, I would say they can't follow up in the Grav. And also to try and kill Elsa. It's a good location for the bomb. Because you get everyone on low ground, get Elsa falling down. So it's not only for the Reinhardt to not be able to pin. Because the Reinhardt, he will still go for the pin even if there's an enemy D.Va bomb there. Because if you can secure a big combo kill on the enemy team, it's totally fine to sacrifice your Reinhardt for it. Securing first corner. So early trans. Chengdu did do the same mistake here. They trans aggressively, stack it with beat. I don't know why. Not good. Well, we can speculate why. It could be miscommunication, could be tunnel vision. Could be anything. I think this is more miscommunication because maybe, I don't know what the callout says in Chinese teams mostly. But if you say aggressive support, for example, or aggressive trans, aggressive beat, whatever, maybe they have the focus, like they have so much focus, so they forget thinking about each other, like the supports here. And it's also not a standard situation where you actually use beat or trans. So the Frank gets booped off. Very, very interesting grab, right? I like the grab though. So Dogman uses trans early. A lot of ults going out here. And now they rush to cart. I think the grab, it was risky, but it looked like Elsa... It looked like he waited for Elsa to... not waited intentionally, but he saw Elsa not matrixing and just went for it. So that's something that the friend does a lot. Like, he does it all the time. Sorry for not being able to draw, but he does these sort of random grabs. It's not actually random because he actually thinks about the grabs, but he makes them look random and unexpected. Let's see. A bomb here. Where's Q? So Q is totally safe, I think. I'm surprised as to why he uses trance this early. Maybe it's for Elsa. But he doesn't need to use trance here. Not this early. Because if you're Atlanta here, you can reset, you can chill, like you can wait out the trance even. So now trance is gone. You have nothing. The friend has grab. Dogman uses his trance if he has to. But yeah. Chengdu, they messed up the... I think they messed up the retake there. Just because of the trance. Barasombragin. I think it's a solid comp for Chengdu. So much spam. Wow. Just so much damage. Nice kill onto Uvital. So let's see, where's Uvital when he dies? Well, I guess he's pretty low, right? Yeah. Yo, Jode. Yeah, we're pretty fine. We're pretty good. Just doing some Atlanta versus Chengdu here. Alright, so you go normal goats. Nothing can go wrong. Absolutely wrong though. Sorry about bumping into the mic. They need a bit more than one tick. This is kind of weird. Well, it's not weird. I think this is alright, but Pogpo, he shields, blocks all the aggression from here, but maybe they are trying to find something with Dogman. So Masa, he's just healing, speeding in. Oh, I think, okay. So because of Elsa being on high ground in the back, they just make everyone group up here and then push them in. I mean, that's what's happening right now. Elsa tries to go for Dogman. I think Dogman hides, or just ends up barely out of line of sight, just because he's so short. He's like, you know, sitting in the air. Solid push, but weird positioning early on. I think they wanted to kill Elsa, and then because Elsa just backed off, that's why it ended up being a bit weird. So Bacon Jack in for late young. Let's see. This one was interesting. So they're running Torb Orisa with Widow and Pharah. I think it's a comfort for Jinmu. He's comfort picking Pharah. Then let's see, Bacon Jack on Widow, that's valid. Q on Zen, valid. Elsa on Torb, that's valid. I think Elsa on Torb is more comfort instead of Diva. Because you don't need a Diva, right? They decide, well, they wait, I think they wait so long just because they want to see the comp, make sure they make the switches. But normally what you do in this situation, well, let's see, let's assume they want to run this comp. Let's assume they want to run this comp. And this is what we have to work with. You want to send Sombra to point. She contests point. Someone needs to contest her then, which would be Elsa or Eamon. I think Eamon. And then you have, I think Elsa goes point. Because it's usually the Diva that goes point. Deal with Tracer or something. But if they go point, it's kind of weird for Chengdu to hold point. While taking fire from the back. Pokpo, he goes in way too early. Orisa, that's the only target you don't want to go on. But maybe they don't know the setup. And they're expecting her to be here. Maybe they expect more than just Orisa here. But going for the Orisa is the wrong thing because Orisa is just gonna fortify, she's not gonna die. And she also pockets herself with shield here, right? Nothing can damage her. Except Winston. Urstra on Genji. I think Urstra on Genji is mainly for Zen and Widow. The Fran on Sombra is for... I mean, they can EMP everything. It's a simple EMP. Then you have Hack on Jinmu. Dogman on Ana, just because Zen is gonna die otherwise. I don't think Dako should be running under here though. Well, he drops. Okay, he has to drop. So this is kind of weird because, yeah, Pokpo ended up going for the Rissa. Now they're a contesting point. This is what they want to do. But they need to put aggression on high ground at the same time. Like, instead of having Dako on point, well, Dako can go point, but you need your Winston to be entering on high ground at the same time. Erster should be point, no one else. Well, Sombra can be as well, but these squishes, the 150 HP characters, they will die if they walk up here. Sure, they might die on if they stay on point as well, but Tracer, she can blink at least, she can recall, she can play corners, LOS, etc. Diva, she's fat, she has matrix, she has boosters, she has rockets. She can do a lot more on high ground than she can do on low ground. So now they're wasting a lot of time. Dogman dies because there's no pressure on high ground. One second, I'm gonna fix this here. There we go. So with Wallach, you just have to wait it out. Nothing you can do really. How does Pokpo die? Oh yeah, he's close. Yeah, Torbolt out. Gotta chill with it. Or like before it. So Amen sleeping. Now the pressure point. Now they don't have any point pressure anymore. And this is... You don't want to take this duel. As Winston, this is a trap. This is only for style points. He should have gone back in. You need that tech. You need point pressure, man. So when you lose Primal like this, you're dead. I think you try to avoid getting headshot. But there's no way you can... Usually you don't win out in space. So they wasted 3.5 minutes on trying to kill people. For getting point. Maybe they felt like they can't go point, but... All they need to do is just send Tracer or Sombra on point. They go semi-goats. The friend dies. How does he die? Oh, he gets spammed and Torb headshot, I think. You see, you can go goats versus this comp and just go point. You're gonna take a lot of damage, but you will kill anything that enters point area. especially since when it's without a diva, I think it's okay. When it's with a diva, then dive is a bit stronger because diva can contest point. Obviously, there's a lot more into it, but just very general. I think goats in general, tanks in general, counters the Risa Rios. Atlanta just looked lost. I agree. I'm not sure if they looked lost. It's more because they because they had the wrong win conditions in mind. They looked lost. Maybe that's also that's probably the same thing. Torb killed the Torb main. So they open with Torb here. I mean Bastion Orisa just because it's I think their default strat. Chengdu going Genji just because of Bastion. You rely on the Deflector plus CMP. Oh yeah, it's only one tick as well. So yeah, I think that was a one map for Atlanta. If they didn't just try to kill all the time. Alright, Rialto. Holding early. Blocking off Aemon. Dako going dangerously low. Okay, he loses mech. So yeah, there's a very few ways of just being a wall, right? And if you push out here, Junmu is just gonna go above you. I think Atlanta tried to, they probably had in mind, let's just hold close, try to avoid damage like Matrix, etc. And they, I think, because Moira is here, they expected the DPS comp. Probably overestimating what Moira can do. So let's see, Bacon Jack from behind, ready with Hack. Hack's the Fran, that's very big because even if Dako matrixes the Fran, he can't bubble. So after the Matrix, he's still probably gonna die, or someone else will. Just very good coordination by Chengdu. Very, very dangerous position, but nothing you can do about it. It's Atlanta. Free card push at the same time. This is Chengdu playing good. They're playing quicker. Quicker than Atlanta. Very proactive as well. Which is the same as aggressive. EMP ready. I think they need to scout for EMP here. Maybe they are. Are they? Nah, they're all focused on Jinmu. Yeah, everyone is just focused on Jinmu. Dako just needs to spam shoot everywhere. Dafran he should become a disco ball. He does become a disco ball, but then Masa gets picked off. deleted. Jinma is having a great game, yeah. He is. Let's see, Dako uses bomb as well. Not sure about that one. That's not necessary. He probably uses bomb because of going low. It doesn't want to reset. In any case, I think bomb should have been saved. Now, Chengdu, they come in with really good barrage. Splitting off the team with mines. So, I think this one was telegraphed. Pogbo. He's jumping out. Now, what are you expecting? Well, I think he can stay in the corner maybe. Because, well, I think you don't necessarily need to contest the card here, because if you die in this fight, they will still cap. If the card was here though, in this area, and you die in this area, then you have another fight contest. But now, I feel like it was telegraphed that Eamon would loop you in. Grav comes out. There's nothing to follow up with in the Grav. Just throwing out ults left and right. Dogman trances. I think trances to save the Fran. Yeah, he tried to save the Fran coming back from spawn. Or not from spawn, but from main. This is just Atlanta. I feel like not panicking. It's definitely not panic. It's more like just botting out, zoning out, you know, like being on autopilot. It's like when you see something happening, like you do something bad, you see it in front of your eyes. It's like you spectate yourself, but you can't stop it. Like you just know it's happening. Roll with it. And such a messy fight. I don't think they should have used all these ults, because they can use the ults in the next fight. Maybe, let's see. Yeah, Chengdu, they aren't even close to ults. So now, because of this, they have EMP, they have Hammer Balls again, Trance, Barrage. Now you're forced to hold far back. Maybe it's because of the skybox up here. I'm not sure. But Chengdu, they get the first corner, second corner. EMP balls. Nasty barrage. I think it's a good location for Pharah, like to fight here, so maybe it's that. I don't know. I think it's more like they just fight scrappy right now. Alright, so Chengdu, they switch to goats. Now it's totally fine for Atlanta. Good thing he doesn't use Grav. I'm not sure what causes Atlanta to just play so sloppy right now, but it definitely looks like it's, you know, it's sort of not nerves, it's more like it could be maybe they are feeling nervous versus Chengdu. Is Rheingoats the best option to play against the DPS comp? I think so, yeah. You go Ryan Moira though. Or it depends, you can go Ryan Moira, Ryan Anna. But on this map, Reinhardt is the best one, yeah. Rheingoats, because of the corners and just LOS you can block with the shield. And very easy to contest cart with Shadow Threat as well. Let's see. The Frank close to Grav. Here's the Grav. I think it's alright for Chengdu here. Now, if the D-Mech would come out on Elsa there, that would have been big because it's just 20 seconds left. How are you doing, Dragonos? So Jinme going from Brig to Mei? I don't know about this. You need a Brig in this comp. Let's see. Didn't have any rally though. So I guess, do you want to fight quick? Otherwise they would have valued Brig more because of the heals. Try to kill Pokpo. So this is just miscommunication. Jinme is looking for a wall. Way too late, he's playing with like 400 MS here. Then there's a shatter being blocked by your wall. You just came here from classes? How was classes? Yeah, trans just stopping the trans, Grav. Uvetal using B to aggress, that's fine. Must counter bomb. This is the face expression I would have as well. I would sit like this. Contemplating Doomfist. I think it's more mentality on Atlanta side. I don't think it's the strat or anything, it's more like mental block. Take on Jack on Widow here. It's kind of risky to run Widow here. The Rissa is terrible versus Goats. Dogman dying. That's a skill matchup, I think, because he just peaked at the wrong time. Now what you do here, instead of going for individual kills, instead of trying to force off people from high ground behind you, just run into the hotel, run into the Orisa, like force Orisa back. Orisa is like it's like an old man trying to keep kids off their lawn, right? But because they are so old, they struggle with walking forward. They can fall backwards easily. So now the Fran off position. He should have been in earlier. Okay, you force off Orisa. I don't know what Aiming was expecting. Okay, so you're pushing up here. There's these two corners, right? On the side. If you stand next to, like, right on the corner, you will contest this zone. So Aiming, he doesn't need to stand on the corner, like, right there, but what's he expecting, like? 45, like, even though he fortifies, He's gonna die. He needs to put down shield. Maybe shield wasn't cooldown actually. Oh, shield is out. But a bit too early. Then it gets bursted on. So yeah, it's a lot of damage from Dogman there. Just Discord, then Zen and things. Let's see. Elsa and Eamon, they're dead. Bacon Jack is dead as well. Grav is out. I think Grav is okay. It's questionable to use Grav, but in the moment, I would say it's fine because you just want to keep the point. However, Grav here would have been really strong. Actually, did you need to use Grav there? Oh, Eamon was... oh, he was rest. Okay, so I think Grav was fine. Otherwise, he can just contest for forever. Can he? Nah, Grav wasn't needed. I don't think Grav was needed, actually. Maybe miscommunication. Like asking if Grav is needed. So nice. Just trying to boop them off high ground there. Use trance early. Elsa engages with Bomba. Masa beats after Transcends, that's fine. Chengdu, they will have another fighter. Easily. So now you have Grab Bomb combo. And what I would do is walk up very early with Yosaria. Like set up the grab combo with Yosaria and Diva. So that you can grab on the corner right here. And have your Lucio ready to boot people back. So you did that, but you could do it a bit earlier, I think. In any case, they kept the point. They push up. Let's see. Oh, Defran and Pogba, they push up. I think they just wanted to hold enemies back. Didn't realize they're just right outside. That's a good grab by Bacon Jack, I mean. Very good grab. This is interesting though. Chengdu, they could choose to hold the corner, which is really strong. But they choose not to. I guess that's because they don't want to get backcapped. Maybe they feel like someone is going to backcap. Like Masa. I think they would have enough time to respawn and contest again. So now Pogba goes for Shatter. Jinmu dies. Trance, counter Trance plus Shatter. Wait, Masa uses beat. When? Oh, he's probably beating because of Pogba being low and Ursta dying there. So the Frank grabs, and they all try to step behind shield. Now Jinmu's on Mei again. I think this is a mistake, because you have 3 minutes. Well, I don't think Mei is good here. Not in this situation, because you break the synergy in the comp. Dako dying there, sure, he was baby form. Happens. Now Mei is okay. Because you can grab... Well, you can't really grab, but... wait, did Bacon Jack use his grab? I missed that. Oh yeah, I think this grab is unnecessary for Chengdu. Because they won't farm much ult on Q anyways. In any case. And also Atlanta, they were already disengaging. There's the bomb. They try to bait people in with bomb and then block with wall. That's kind of easy to play around, I think. So Mei comes out. Mei ultimate. Yeah, that was kind of easy to play around, like the Mei. And you need to win with the combos. So like, maybe Jinwoo was like shouting at Bacon Jack, like, dude, don't grab, don't grab, don't grab. And I'll show you what he was looking like. Then when Bacon Jack went for the grab, second. Where is it? No, wait. They're gonna show the sub, right? Oh wait, he's on Horizon. There. He always looks angry, like pissed. So he has this like pissed face. He says, no dude, I'm gonna grab. And then he goes for grab. Next map is Busan. I think this is home territory for Chengdu. Just because of Hammond. Now Hammond goats, it's kinda... I think Hammond goats is worse than Rhine goats here. Way worse actually. Not thinking, I know it is. So they try to isolate Pokpo. Eamon dies though. Good focus on Eamon. Now, pushing out early, very standard route. Early bubbles. And if you see here, Pokpo, he pushes in to kill Jinmu. Then ends up getting swung at by Jinmu. Oh wait, not Jinmu. Actually, yeah. And Eamon by strike. Once you lose your Reinhardt, there's nothing you can do really, so take the reset there. Let's see. Early grab from Late Young. A very good grab. Because Dogman, he's on the other side. He's here. The Fran, he's locked in. And if Eamon was Mano here, Mano, he would put his shield and block the trance. Or put up the shield. But the Fran still dies. I think the Fran is locked in and doesn't get the trance. But yeah, the Fran uses his grab as well. That's I forgot that one. That's kind of weird. I think he uses his trance just because he doesn't want them to walk away, I guess. I'm not sure. Maybe get their trance. Anyways, Q doesn't use his trance. Now they're back. Pokpo dies. Let's see, Pokpo gets booped out, I think. Yeah, he gets booped out. He tries to shatter. So I think Atlanta should walk out high ground instead of main here. Shatter onto the enemy team. Yeah, Chengdu outplayed Atlanta there. I think Atlanta using their grab and trance on the corner there was bad, but it's not like you can make a million calculations in the blink of an eye and then just come up with the right play. As Dogman, I mean, because it's very hard to see where your tanks are, especially because of so many particles. So now they keep pressuring Pogba. Pogba has been very weak recently. For some reason, he doesn't swing ever. Well, he does swing, but he always just takes so much damage, becomes so defensive. Now he backs off, Dako ends up alone. Dako loses mech, just takes so much damage. What's happening is, let's see. I want to see the bubbles. The friend bubbles. Oh, they split. So Dako splits with, well, they try to split off, I think. Then Pogba and Erster, they end up on a different side. And it becomes a temporary 6v3. Yeah, here you just push it. Okay, late young with a grab. Don't think the grab was necessary. Now use a ton of ults. Like, you don't need to use these ults, in my opinion. The friend walking up to grab here. I think the friend tried to fake a grab here. That's the thing. He tried to fake a grab. I'll show. So he walks up. Looks like he's about to grab. But he's just going behind shield to laser. Bubbles late. Gets energy. And that's why Dogman trances early. So that the friend doesn't die. This is really good in my opinion. Because now they get away with keeping their grab. So I think they're looking for grab. Let's see. Get Aemon. Nice pin. Wait, I want to see this. Oh, Yvetal. I think Yvetal could have beat it here. Could he? Yeah, he could have beat it here. Easily. But maybe he doesn't want to. No, beat wouldn't have done anything, actually. Never mind, never mind. Bubbles come out too early. Obviously, they have to come out early, otherwise Late Young dies. But because of the HP on Late Young, beat it wouldn't have done anything. Oof. Oh, with a shatter. Watch this. This is an instant punish. Aiming going for the 5 strike, that's the #1 punish as a Reinhardt. You just shatter. Super easy. So there's a grab there. Dogman trances. Wait. Where's Dogman? I think. Oh yeah. Okay. Wow. My ears just
Pogo.
exploded. Johnny. Pogu. Pogo. Welcome, man. 3 months. So Masa gets killed the fruit trance. Counter stance into a bomb. Wait. So counter stun into a bomb. Oh, this is just Chengdu. Okay, so they call out bomb. Elsa goes for the pin. Eamon goes for the pin. And there it is. That's a good bomb. But you have to use trance to. Why do they use trance actually? So the Fran grabs, and I guess Q uses trance because of the grab. Okay. He didn't have to though. That's just a reaction though. So now Atlanta push in. I don't think the Fran should have used the grab there. But maybe he didn't think the bomb would have killed. So Dogman with aggressive trance, Legion grabs. You don't have anything to deal with it. See, why is the trance out early? Oh, it's because he's dying. Why is he dying though? Oh, he's trying to challenge. He's trying to pick off Q, I think. Then Legion goes for Dogman. So sometimes Dogman does this. Like he trances in order to save himself because going for a flank didn't pan out as he wanted to. Or thought it would. And they lose 3-2. Or Chengdu wins 3-2, I mean.